unfortunately, I got impatient.
He broke up with
and
me.
I broke up with her.
The same year I had my prom, he broke up with me
Our
early
prom,
in that
yeah.
year. Our prom. He had his
Did you
prom.
guys
I
go
had
to the
mine.
same school?
No,
Okay.
Separate
rival high schools.
But I was supposed to be her date, and she would have been mine.
Gotcha.
And but like I said, like I'm all in, and I felt like she was withholding.
Welcome to the Harrison Family Values Podcast, where we explore faith, family, fatherhood, manhood, and marriage with today's guests, Isaiah and Jeanettte McGill. High school sweethearts who parted ways only to rediscover each other later in life. Isaiah and Jeanettte, along with their 4 daughters, exemplify the resilience and strength that comes from nurturing familial bonds. Join us as we delve into their inspiring story and glean valuable insights into building a strong and united family unit. So guys, thank you guys so much for agreeing to have this conversation with me. And welcome to the Harrison Family Values Podcast.
Thank you for having us.
Thanks for having us.
No, it's a pleasure, man. Like we've known each other for a long time.
Yes.
Yeah, for a long time.
Crazy small world.
Yeah. And I would say like the Christian party scene, I guess.
Yes.
Yeah.
We attended one of your events, actually my church from Brooklyn, and it was a Valentine's singles event
That
in
was the one in
Queens.
Queens,
Yeah.
yeah.
And we kept your info. We were like, oh, this is dope. This will be a nice space. And fast forward, ran into you at the church that I'm at now in New Jersey.
I started going to the church, visiting, looking at their Facebook page, and I saw you in it. And I was like, oh, let me reach out to you.
Yeah.
Because I was going there. I think I went to like 2 services, but I didn't see you there.
Right.
But then you confirmed it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I saw you and I was like, Brother Andre, what are you doing here? Like, yeah. Great.
And since meeting you, you went and I guess a man found you.
A man found me.
Yeah, he was like, okay, here's this Proverbs 31. You know, I think I just found a good thing. I'm trying to get God's favor.
Yes.
Yeah. Wow. Man. So tell me, how did you guys meet?
You really want to hear this?
I want to hear this story. How did you guys meet?
16.
We were 16 years old when we met.
16.
Wow.
I had my first summer job.
Okay.
It was in a daycare, and the daycare was right next to her house,
So
like right next door.
so you was working at a daycare when you met your wife, and now you got a literal daycare in your home with all the kids that you guys. Yeah, no, but go ahead.
No, so I actually was working with her. She was a cheerleader, and one of the other cheerleaders. We worked together. So when we came out, she saw Jeanettte. She said, "Hi, Jeanettte," and they started talking, and I was just locked into her from that moment. And I think I had a thing for her friend, but I was just like, "Yeah, I'm good." And so every day after work, I was hanging out with her and her little brother Joshua, and then it just started to escalate from there, which was just really conversation
Okay.
Yeah.
about church
Okay.
and school.
Yeah. Why you suck your
life.
teeth?
Because it wasn't just about church and
It
school.
was really
Yeah, we talked about everything.
Yeah.
Like we had a
it
great
was just a
connection,
different-
great
it was a
friendship.
different conversation from anyone else. And then I finally built up the courage to ask her if she would be my girlfriend.
Okay.
She shut me down, y'all.
What? All right. So wait, you might want to bring the mic just a little bit closer. Yeah. So I want to hear why you shut him down.
I wasn't thinking about boyfriend, girlfriend
Okay.
at that stage. I was very much all in.
Tell us about Jesus.
No, not just
Jesus
that.
in
Yeah,
school.
zealous about, Jesus in school.
Yeah.
Like very focused, Arista Honor Society, very involved in school. And I wasn't about the games.
Got it.
But he was the only person that I was willing to be open to in that way.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Then what was it about him that made him the only person you would be willing to open up that way?
We talked about everything. And it just, the connection was different than any other young person that I'd ever met.
Yeah.
And typically, most people wouldn't be able to call my house and talk to me. You know, growing up African household, we're not about that boyfriend, girlfriend life. Yeah. But the fact that he worked next door to our home that summer, like we just had a different connection. And so we would talk about school and about what we're going to do after high school.
So African home, you're like, Mom, Dad, I'm going to the store, knowing that he's working. Gonna go sneak and see the.
No, it wasn't like that.
No, actually, they were at work.
Okay.
And I mean, he
It
was
was
just
a summer
job,
So
yeah.
Monday through Friday,
Yeah.
9 to 3 or 4, whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
So after that, I would just hang out with them for an hour or so outside.
Yeah, outside, yeah.
And like I said, then she couldn't understand why I liked her.
Yeah. I think that was a big thing. He was an athlete, which he didn't mention. So I was
a cheerleader.
Yeah, I was a cheerleader. He was a football player from my rival high school.
That's like perfect setup. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah. It looked like the perfect setup, but I was just like, oh, all the girls want you. I'm not about that life. I'm focused. And so I was constantly pushing him away.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And so the conversations were, it was funny because once she said yes and agreed to, I guess, a relationship, a situationship, if you may, then the conversation kind of started to get like very one-worded.
Oh, wow.
How are you?
Yeah.
Good. How was school? Fine. So now we're not conversing anymore. Mm-hmm. So, of course, being young and I'm really liking this girl. Some would say love, but whatever.
Yeah.
I'm like, are you seeing someone else? No. Why? I'm like, because you're not acting the way a girlfriend should act.
And I think I didn't know what a girlfriend was supposed to be at that stage. I wasn't thinking about those things. Yeah. And he wanted more.
But you know what? And our parents are telling us not to have a boyfriend and girlfriend.
Correct.
So it's not even like, you know how to navigate. And if you use the same methods and examples that your friends are using, you just might get into a whole lot of mess.
Yeah, and you know what? During that time in the 90s, like, all girls were doing were getting pregnant. And all they were pushing, the message that was being pushed in high school was use condoms. Condoms were in, like, every classroom. And it just wasn't my thing.
And ironic, in the 90s, it was from schools, use condoms. From the church, purity.
Purity,
men
OD.
Men are dirty, girls are bad.
Yeah.
Seductress, stay away.
Right. And nothing in between.
Nothing in between.
Yep, absolutely.
But to be honest, like, that wasn't my plan. Like, I just wanted to be around her as much as possible. And it seemed like that was hard. It was getting harder and harder.
Mm-hmm.
So this is priming you guys up for Valentine's. This is dope. So keep it up, because I love the love. Keep it up.
So unfortunately, I got impatient.
He broke up with me.
I broke up with her.
The same year I had my prom, he broke up with me early in that year, our prom. He had his prom, I had mine. No, okay. Rival high school.
But I was supposed to be her date, and she would have been mine.
Gotcha.
And but like I said, like I'm all in, and I felt like she was withholding.
Wow.
And so I'm like, I'm breaking up with you.
Yeah.
She was like, are you serious? No. She said, okay, fine. And hangs up the phone.
But it crushed me.
Yeah.
It crushed me. And anybody who knew me back then knew, Jeanettte had a breakup. So I pushed through. I went to the prom by myself. He had a bunch of girls. A bunch of girls chasing him.
That might have been true.
Yeah.
But we fast forward. We both went to. We ended up going to college in the same state. Mm-hmm. She went to Temple University. I went to Penn State University.
Pennsylvania's a pretty big state.
It is. Yeah. But we were only like 3 hours apart. And we stayed in touch with each other.
Right.
Yeah.
But that was as far as we ever got to seeing each other ever again. So Facebook came about, and that was something that kept us in touch. And every now and again, I would call or we would talk, and the conversation would be like, I'm like, hey, Jeanettte, how you doing? She's, I'm fine. How's your mom?
I know, she's
straight to it. Like, cut me off. I'm like, she's alive. Wow. Thanks. Yeah, she's great.
Yeah.
So I'll say about 6-7 years ago, I sent her a message on Facebook Messenger, and she replied.
Yeah.
And we conversed. And then she's like, I'm in Arizona. And for that little bit of moment, I was like, oh, man, I think I'm going to have to move to Arizona. It wasn't anything about relationship. It was just talking. But she's like, no, I'm here for a wedding. And take my number. So I'm like.
So after all those years, why give him your number?
You know what? It really wasn't anything like that. It's just, if you hear the story, like, it was just two people catching up.
Yeah. And she was in Arizona. The signal was off. The timing was off. So call. So when I called, and I'm like, wow, I'm actually talking to Jeanettte on the phone.
Yeah. He sent something, and because of the time difference, I happened to be up. And I happened to see it. But I don't typically check my Facebook Messenger. Yeah. And I saw it from him, and we were just talking back and forth about it. And I'm like, you know what? Here's my number. Let's talk when I get back to New York.
So God was telling you to check.
Yeah, I didn't know what was, going to.
But
you hear that?
I hear that. So we're going to have to.
To spice it up a little bit, I was in the basement, and I came upstairs. I was with my mother at the time. I said, Mom, guess who I'm on the phone with? And she said, Jeanettte. Right off the rip.
Yeah.
And this woman has prayed on this, and she asked for this.
Yeah.
It's like 20 years later.
Wow.
She said, every girl that I've was involved with, she was like, she's not a Jeanettte.
So you set the standard in his life for his family.
Yeah.
I guess so.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And then fast forward, a year later, we were married.
Wow. And you guys have three beautiful little girls.
I have.
One is my best friend.
Yes. I think they all love you.
Yeah. We have four.
We have four.
Yeah,
He has
four.
a daughter from a previous relationship. Yeah.
Yeah. So 4 girls.
Four girls. No boys.
So you instantly became outnumbered. You know?
Yes, sir.
How do you manage that? Patiently, right?
I'm just present.
Got you.
I'm just present. Whatever they need, you know, I'm trying to be a loving husband and cater to my wife and her stresses, and then the children and how active they are.
Extremely active.
Sometimes I just lay on the floor and I just let them jump on me, and they practice their wrestling moves and jump off the couch on top of me, and I just love it though. I'll be honest. As stressful as it gets at time, just yesterday, the girls got up super early. I didn't get home. I got home late from work, but I was just laying in the bed and they were just up under me. Yeah. And I texted Jeanettte and I was like, this is life.
He works nights. I work early in the morning, and I work in New York.
Wow.
Yeah. So we work opposite schedules. So we literally see each other in the mornings, and I won't see him again until the next day.
So with that, what do you guys do to make sure you guys keep that connection? Because I see you guys. You guys are connected. You guys love each other. Yeah. But with the schedule that you guys have, the responsibility. Because some people may look at kids as a burden. Their responsibility, and then eventually they'll be free.
Yeah.
How do you guys, or what do you guys do to make sure that you guys keep that spark and prioritize the marriage?
We look forward to doing more podcasts with you.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
I
got to do like an all couples one where we just do a nice open discussion.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll be all in for that.
And it's hard. I'm not going to even try to create something. It's hard to keep.
I'm glad you're admitting that, because I think a lot of people try to paint an image of marriage of perfection, and then when people get married and they go through hardships, they want to be like, I can't do this. Like, I want a marriage like Isaiah and Jeanettte, and they don't know all the work that goes into making.
You can't copy this.
Yeah.
You can't copy this. You don't. Unfortunately, we always see what's present in front of us. Yeah. No one ever goes home with us. Yeah. You don't go home with you guys. You know what I'm saying? So it's hard. It's hard to. Sometimes we don't even get a chance to really sit down with each other. Yeah. So much so, if I'm going to be honest, like today is like we're driving and I'm like, hey, let's just have fun.
Yeah.
Let's just have fun. There's no kids in the back seat. There's no screaming for Coco Melon. There's no screaming. My leg itches. There's nothing like. Let's just have fun.
Right.
Whatever, if it's for 2 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so we have to turn those switches on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And but outside of that, it's just, hey, how you doing? Love you. See you later.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't say it's necessarily that. I think it's a lot of pivoting. Because you go from 1 kid to 2 kids to 3. It's constantly, there's always another way to change and shift. Yeah. Just as you're saying, if you look from the outside, it may look like, everybody has these seemingly perfect relationships. I say we're a work in progress because we're not getting date nights as we did initially. I think before we had children, we would go to church on a Sunday, have lunch at some restaurant.
Yeah.
And then go candle shopping. That was our thing. Like, it became a routine for us. And now, can we do something like that? No, because we have 3 kids that we got to cater to from morning to night. They get up super early and they go to sleep when they want to go to sleep, right? And so we just try to, make use of, he's a physical touch person. And so making sure that I get a hug in from him, he wants to hug. And I'm not necessarily that way, but I've had to shift to make sure that I'm giving him at least that. Just a hug for him just rubbing his head, his back, that's a means to connect. That's intimacy for him.
Yeah.
You know?
And I think couples take advantage, or they don't take advantage enough of the small things.
Yes.
The small things, because I guess when you have a busy work schedule, you have children, it's the small things that compound.
Yes.
Yeah.
Instead of looking for, how come you don't take me out on dates every week?
Yeah.
Well, let's be realistic. And I think if those small things are being done, which will compound, not going on a date, which I think couples should be able to do.
Yeah.
Not going on a date isn't going to kill the marriage.
No, it won't.
No.
And I liken that after even taking care of a plant.
Yeah.
If you're doing the routine of watering the plant, some plants don't even require a whole lot of water, but just weekly, whatever level of care. And then if you miss a day or two, let's say you get thrown off by a week, it doesn't die off. It may lose a leaf, it may get a little brown, but you go back and you repot and you cultivate it, and it's back to life. And it's just the same in relationships, So that's what we do. Yeah. But we did go on dates, and we were those guys. What restaurant? We're there. But now we got to get a babysitter. Yeah. We got to get somebody and it's 3. It's not just one kid. You're like, it's 3 on 1, whoever's helping you.
By the way, the ages are 4, 2, and 1.
Yeah.
4, 2,
so
1.
Literally back to back to back, which wasn't our plan either, but God gave them to us that way. And, we received it.
Full energy.
No, they are.
That is
They are.
natural Red Bull.
Yeah.
I'm just keep saying all these names. Nobody's getting paid, by the way.
No. Unless you guys want to, Red Bull, hit me up. But,
yeah.
Wow. So now, okay.
No, good.
Yeah, so now, full-fledged family.
Full-fledged family.
Marriage. You guys had Google eyes for each other back at 16. Life has happened.
Life happened.
You had your individual experiences. And God brought you guys back together. Right? How do you guys incorporate God in your marriage today?
I would say prayer.
Results from the web.
Google.
Listen, Siri will always come through
Wow.
with the answers, but no. Prayer. I would say at the beginning of the relationship, we used to take time to read devotionals together. And now, you see our schedule, so it's a little difficult. But
that would be my drive into work.
Yep. I may drop him a
nights.
line.
Yeah.
So I would call and we would talk. We'll read devotionals and we'll pray.
Yeah.
And kind of like just pray the night out,
Yeah.
And you're in South Jersey, right? Like
Central Jersey.
Central, yeah.
Okay.
By Bridgewater, a little bit past Bridgewater.
Where do you work?
New Jersey Transit.
Where's that? Like what part of Jersey?
It's all over. I'm a conductor.
All right.
So right now I'm out of Dover.
Okay, I have no clue.
Parsippany.
Is it? Okay, yeah. Okay.
Like Morristown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's further north though, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
When are your days off?
Monday and Tuesday.
So I'm going to be interviewing Pastor Chino. He's going to forever be Pastor Chino to me.
Yeah.
Pastor Chino next, right? He told me about. Well, he didn't tell me. I saw him post about a men's ministry that I'm going to go visit with him on Mondays.
Okay.
And like they have like a lot of men that meet every week.
Okay.
So maybe we can connect and
Absolutely.
Yeah, that would be dope.
because
That'd be
I think it's up there. I think it's.
I don't live up that way.
No, I know
we
you
don't
work
live up that
Yeah.
way.
Oh, that's right.
But it's fine.
He can
like,
get there. He
Okay.
can get there.
Just
yeah.
let me know.
All right, but we'll talk more about that.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
dope.
Okay, so, say what you're saying. Sorry. About
Prayer.
Prayer.
Like how we incorporate God into the relationship. So he was saying that.
Yeah, we
in his
read
driving,
and
we read.
so it's I think it's a wonderful thing for us to just keep encouraging each other through word. It's okay.
It's all good.
it's all good.
Keep encouraging each other through word, and devotionals, and we just really just try to just stay prayed up. And be honest with you, like when we can, it's hard for us to create that time for us to be together, like because of our schedules. So
well, there's that word that a lot of people love to say, and that's you got to be intentional.
yeah.
Intentional. So part of the intentionality is just like using technology, sending texts.
Right.
And so I would say we probably
Sharing
communicate
scriptures
more.
through
Yep.
text.
Like I call him when I'm at work. When he's at work, he calls me. if it's not a text message or whatever, hey, I read this really good word, read this, sending it to him so that he can read it when he finds time. When the family is together, we pray together with the girls. We pray together with the girls. So it's Psalm 23, Psalm 91, and we have that routine with them, and that's when we're able to pray together as a family.
The Bible stories book to them.
Yep.
How long has it been now? How long have you guys been married?
We're going into year 6. So, yeah, this year will make 6 years that we're,
6,
yeah.
Wow.
It's fast.
Yeah, life changes that quickly, you know.
Yep.
But,
Yeah, marriage with kids will grow somebody up fast.
real quick.
Because things don't, you don't look at things the same.
I just paused because I had a married with children. Like wow, like
Yeah.
you just sit on the couch one day and you just like, you know, you just come a pause in the moment.
Yeah.
And your ears become like super sharp. You hear everything. What are you doing over there? Sit down.
Yep.
You know, the footsteps to when the door opens.
Yeah.
She called me the other night. She's like, "Oh, someone's in the house." What? She's like, "Yeah, I don't want to talk too loud. I don't want to alarm them." And
I didn't say it that way. I'm a very light sleeper.
She's texting this to me.
Yeah.
I'm a very light sleeper, so
Well,
every sound in the house, I thought he was home because he works nights.
Yeah.
And so we realized that our
2-year-old.
the second kid, Destiny, 2-year-old, she wakes up in the middle of the night and she'll start walking through the house.
And so she was in
the hallway between our rooms,
just walking back and forth.
and she just laid on the floor, and I didn't realize that she didn't come through the door, but I knew I heard footsteps.
Yeah.
So I didn't think anybody came into the house. I just thought it was you.
If I read the messages to you, they would say,
You're ready to.
"There's an intruder in the house.
Yeah. Wow.
They're coming to get us." But no, we just try to. I just want to have fun.
Yeah.
You know, my wife is a planner, and her mind is always constantly running.
Yeah.
And I love that about her.
Yeah.
You know, but we just want to have fun because we have children, so we have to act like children sometimes. You know, you got to come down to that level because what else are they to do?
Yeah.
They can't come up to our level.
No. But I think they also add a level of perspective that, you know, a lot of people can't appreciate.
Yeah.
So the world tells you, oh, you have kids, it's difficult, you can't do anything.
Yep.
But it's perspective. Like, to know that God gifted us with these kids, that our parents, whatever they went through in raising us up, were able to pour in and do as much as they did, and to see that we now have that chance to do the same.
Yeah.
I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world.
Wow.
You know, when we got married, the first year we said, oh, we're going to wait a year. We're going to wait a year, and then we're going to have kids and whatever. But there was our plan, and then it was God's plan. And literally we had victory a year after we got married.
Wow.
So it happened a little faster than we thought. And then all the other children. So, but did it hurt us, our relationship? I don't think it hurt us.
Okay.
Yeah, it didn't hurt us. Like,
Well, if you have the right, if you're into marriage for the right reasons, and
yes,
even if you don't plan on having a child, but then you guys have a child, you love each other, you're connected, you understand that that child is coming from a love and connection that you
yes, yes.
So
absolutely, it wasn't. They weren't mistakes, you know. Like,
Yeah.
Oops.
no oops.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We knew what we were doing.
Absolutely. I think.
Yeah.
And I mean, God said, all right, now is the time. So
Yeah.
we received it. And I thank God every day for the opportunity of being a father to 4 beautiful girls.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, like, where do you guys see yourselves in, like, another 5 years? As a married couple, as a family?
I hope the girls are working.
But I'm only 9. So
All right.
We out there shovel that snow. We used to walk through the snow and
yeah.
We really did, though.
No, these winters now up here,
light.
easy. They light.
What?
Like-
Do you remember Snowstorm in 96?
96.
Yes.
And you still went to school? School was
Yes.
still open.
I made $240 in '94.
shoveling.
Just shoveling.
In
Wow.
'96, I went out and I made a couple $100.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Yeah, these kids haven't seen those kind of snowstorms.
No.
Yeah, I played
'Cause
football
they-
in that
they-
snow. It was up to my thighs.
Yep.
We had to go to school. We was in the
Yeah.
auditorium for like
For crying out-
6
these kids
hours.
Today,
Yeah.
outside with with t-shirts and shorts in the wintertime. Like we had our triple fat gooses.
Yes.
You know, all that.
Yeah, like come on, like we, you know, they out here in Crocs. We had
Crocs.
Tims.
Yeah.
You know, like, they out here in Crocs in the wintertime.
Seeing
Like-
coats all the way down to the
Right,
ankles,
right.
scarves.
Yeah, they had no
Yeah,
clue.
nah, they had no clue.
Privilege, that's what it is.
Yeah.
We had to take the bus,
That
the
too.
train,
Yep.
walk.
Yep.
Now it's like, Dad, start the car
Yeah. From inside the house.
from inside. Make sure it's warm. Make sure it's warm.
Right.
Right. You don't have to go sit in a cold car.
That's 72, Dad.
Listen, man. Facts. Now my son, I'm like, no, I am the first resort, but if I can't do it, he's independent enough to go home by himself.
Oh, nice.
He's gonna hit me up first.
Yeah.
He hits me up every other day for $10 to Cashapp him for food.
Wow. Yeah, because they're doing Uber Eats and DoorDash.
We
Do
walked
it,
down
drop
to-
it.
Right.
Yeah, we had to.
And you didn't get outside food all the time.
No, at all.
You ate food at home.
Yep. And we had to save up just for a
was
lunch special
DoorDash?
at the Chinese store.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which the chicken wings were like $4.
Yeah, easy. Easy. We went there for $5.
$2. $2
Our whole
for
team
4
ate.
wings.
That's right.
We all ate.
Now you can't.
$5 was great.
Yeah, lunch specials
So
were like
funny.
$11 now.
Give me 2 orders of wings. Give me a 50-cent soda.
Yeah.
You got this too much.
Yeah. So with life, marriage is about togetherness. It's about
Yes.
teamwork. How do you guys keep that teamwork mindset in your marriage?
I mean, we communicate. I would say, we communicate everything to no end.
Yeah.
I went back to work a few months ago, and it meant that we needed to really pull together. He had to shift his schedule to work nights, and I leave home really early in the morning. And then it's like, okay, what do we do with the kids? And so we emphasized the need for teamwork.
Yeah.
Before we can reach out to anybody else in our network, we got to start with us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so that's where I would say the teamwork is really, really, really shown
Right.
in the way that I really feel like we're 2 football players on the team.
Yeah.
Seriously, like he's a running back. And what would I be?
She's the
A wide
quarterback.
receiver.
She's the quarterback.
She's a quarterback.
She's definitely the quarterback.
Yeah.
She has, her foresight is
Yeah.
insane.
Yeah.
Maybe
She can
organization
see-
skills like you.
She can see the whole field.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She can see the whole field. She can see when things are happening. I'm just like, give me the ball.
And he's
I'll
out.
run through the hole.
Yep.
But I'm always very, I want to say like basketball terminology, just get back to the fundamentals.
Yeah.
Let's just do the basic things that it takes to just be happy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Simple hugs, simple kisses, simple I love yous.
Yeah. The small things that compound.
Just little things, like you said earlier. It's the little things that count that will, over time, keep us together, keep us happy.
Yeah.
Because we can't do what we once did when we were just dating or
Social media has really messed
destroyed.
up how we
Son.
look at relationships.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I always say that we all look to curate our social media to let other people know how great we have it. So every person's social media, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, whatever, is carefully curated today. Even in relationships.
Yeah.
A good example is Jeezy and Jeanettte McGill.
Oh my gosh.
So they were posting all the great stuff, and then Jeezy announces their divorce, and I'm like, okay, I wasn't expecting that.
That threw everybody off.
Yeah,
And you're so right. Like perfectly curated content.
and that's the thing. That's all people want. We want the
gossip.
We want what it's supposed to look like, or what we fantasize it looking like, based off of what everybody else shows.
It's true.
So showing what it really is. What it really is.
Yeah, it's true.
Teamwork.
Teamwork.
Understanding that, even though there may be biblical, I don't like to say hierarchy, but biblical roles within a marriage. Understanding that everybody has specific strengths,
Yeah.
and in a marriage, we defer to that.
Yeah.
We defer to that. Husband may have to make a final call on something because ultimately he's responsible. But at the end of the day, if my wife can see the field better than me, I have to defer to her
Right.
because of that.
Yeah.
So it seems like you guys have that
Yeah.
That teamwork.
We're working.
Yeah.
We're constantly working on that.
Yeah.
It's we look at I'm always going to sports.
Yeah.
Michael Jordan wasn't Michael Jordan until he had, he was great,
Yeah.
but then he needed that coach that was going to put him in the right position.
True.
And so when Phil Jackson comes along and he puts the triangle offense in, and you need a Scottie Pippen, a Steve Kerr, a Dennis Rodman, Paxson, right? All these guys that's going to play their roles.
Yeah.
That was a key, along with letting Michael be Michael.
Yeah.
And championship teams don't happen overnight.
Facts.
Word. That's good.
They have to work hard. They have to practice
That was
hard.
deep. That was deep.
Yeah.
Did you guys hear that? Like, championship teams aren't made overnight.
They're not.
Wow. If you want to have I'm about to preach. If you guys want to have a championship marriage, make sure that Christ is the coach. 'Cause
Amen.
He's going to set up the triangle offense.
There you go.
Yes.
Hey. No, keep going. I was with
Triangle
That was good.
offense. Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. I'm about to.
Which is our daughter, Trinity.
Amen.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
No, that's good.
That's good.
No, but you look at any team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kobe couldn't do it.
True.
Him and Shaq had to work together.
Yeah.
Phil Jackson also had to be there, too.
Yeah.
These things.
I got to say, LeBron can't do it, though. Even if they give him the pieces, he's still going to lose more championships than he wins. I'm just. Don't you mute me. Don't. All right. I don't say nothing else.
LeBron is king
But MJ's
of the basketball.
He can be the king.
That's okay.
MJ's the GOAT. No,
That's all right.
That's so funny.
But I just championship mentality, man. Like
Yeah.
go hard every day, practice hard, and at the end of the day, I think we'll look back and be grateful for what we've done.
Yeah.
Just keep loving each other, pouring into each other, knowing our affirmations, the gifts that she loves to receive, the physical touch that I love to receive, and then just being there for the girls. Because whatever we do for each other, they get to witness, and they get to reap the benefits of what marriage is and what love is firsthand.
Yeah.
Not from TV, not from social media.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. And when they grow up, they have a mom to model after,
Mm-hmm.
and a dad.
And that's something that's in common with us too. We both came up in, what is it?
Two-parent households.
Yeah. Which is a hack. I heard. I don't know her name, but she did a video on how two-parent household is a life hack.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
It's a life hack.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like she said, she didn't experience half the trouble that her friends growing up in single-parent homes experienced because she had the support of her mother and father.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's deep.
Yeah.
That's
And
deep.
you guys are continuing that legacy.
Yeah.
You guys came from two-parent households.
Mm-hmm.
Right? You're raising up your kids in a two-parent loving household.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Your daughters are going to be looking for that.
Yes.
Absolutely.
So
We
when
pray for that,
somebody at 16, right,
Mm-hmm.
a football player
Nah, son.
No.
is trying to holler at your girl.
Nah, son.
But bro, you was a football player hollering at your girl. He said, I ain't gonna have it.
Nah, I mean it.
But yeah, you know what? You trust that what you've instilled in them, they'll carry it, even in their youthful years.
And let it be known, like
Yeah.
it was really just conversation. Like
Yeah.
I think we snuck to get pizza or went to the movies, and I asked her if I can kiss her. Like that's how like up high she was with Christ, like at the time. Still to this day, but
Wait,
I was like, can I put my arm around you? Can I give you
Did she respond with Jesus like that? What, did you ask
Nah, I kissed him.
Okay.
Yeah.
I kissed him. Yes.
But no, we were very like respectful of each other,
Yeah.
and I just knew I wanted her.
Wow.
At 16.
Yep.
I think I've tried to have this conversation with some people. I think boys, when they know, they know.
Yeah.
And if we could, like, I would have given up everything,
Yeah.
which I gave up some things.
Yeah, he
That she
did.
didn't
He
know.
did.
I had the opportunity to go to high school in South Carolina.
Oh, wow.
I was like, Mommy, I'm in love.
Oh, wow.
And she rocked with it.
Wow.
Yeah. I just wanted to be around her.
You're blushing, bro.
I'm blushing, but
You putting deposits in
yeah, because listen.
Every day I look at her. This is a queen right here.
No, the love is real. The love is real between us. I have to
I
say.
stare
that.
at her.
Like,
She's like, "What are you looking at?" I'm like, "You."
Wow.
yeah, there's a lot
I'm
of
in my
love.
pajamas. I don't. That's beyond that.
Yeah.
Beyond that, it's them eyes. That's what got me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm happy. I know she's happy, and a big part of it is just trying to maintain happiness.
Yeah.
So.
And not perfection either.
No.
I think it's important for us to highlight that.
Yeah.
We don't aspire to perfection.
Gotcha.
No, we fight.
Because like life is, we fight.
We fight.
We have disagreements.
If you have disagreements,
I'm leaving.
If
You're
have-
leaving. Yeah.
it's conflict. If conflict is done right, it'll create friction.
Yeah.
Friction, if it's applied properly,
Mm-hmm.
will allow the outsides of whatever it is to mend together.
Yeah.
It's meant to mend.
Right.
Yeah.
If it's causing friction,
Mm-hmm.
right, and it's put together,
Yep.
it'll mend together.
Absolutely.
And that's what conflict is supposed to happen. It's supposed to happen in a marriage so that you guys can get closer together.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's true.
What can you tell a couple, be any age? Let's create a window, 25 to 40.
Mm-hmm.
All right. What do we tell a couple, knowing what you guys know now, having the life experiences you guys have had individually and together, now raising four beautiful girls. My apologies. What would you tell them in the dating stages to set them up for a real perspective of marriage?
I would say seek out a person's character, not just what they're putting out. Because we tend to, when we're dating, you want to take me to here and wear a mask. Literally wear the mask. Everybody's fronting.
Everybody.
But seek out a person's character. So something that I would do in relationships, like when I would date people, I want to see what happens when you get mad.
Yeah.
I want to see you upset. I want to see when I don't, do what you want me to do, how you're going to react towards me. Because realistically, you want to be with somebody that you can work with, that can deal with even your worst times. So seek out character in a person. And then also for the just godly men and women, because this is the platform that we're on.
Yeah.
Pray and make sure that this is what God wants for you.
Facts.
Because if he don't want it for you, I mean, your own free will may take you into something, but a lot of times we know from within ourselves if something is detrimental to us or it's good for us. But for whatever reason, we kind of lean towards things that we're not supposed to lean towards and in the end, and we get hurt. But if you're really seeking God prayerfully, he's going to show you if something is not for you or someone is not for you.
Wow.
We did that often.
Yeah.
We made it very clear, like, if God says no, then we
Absolutely.
can just remain friends.
Okay.
But my advice would be honest.
Yeah.
Tell the truth.
Yeah.
Don't hold nothing back.
Yeah.
Obviously, tagging on to fronting, just be honest about everything that you're doing.
Yeah.
It hurts you more to lie to your person
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
than to just be like, hey, I'm going to the store or I'm going to the movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you said you were going to your friends, you know what I mean? But you did something different. Just be honest.
Yeah.
Just be honest and put the ball in that person's court
Yeah.
so they can make decisions for themselves.
Got you.
Yeah. And then I'd also add, I think living in close quarters with your spouse is different than when you're dating them.
Yes, it is.
Come on. Like,
Yes, it is.
there are going to be things that you guys are going to see that you never saw.
Yeah.
And this is why it's important to know a person's character, because when you are confronted with these things, you're going to be like, yo, I'm out.
Yeah.
Or you're going to be like, I'm all in.
That gives a couple the opportunity to love the person and not the idea.
The idea of the person.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. So
Don't play house.
please
Tell
don't play
Let
house.
them know.
Because
No.
that's,
Don't play house.
Yeah.
yeah, there's a lot of that going on
Be
too.
playing house and then, like, what is there to look forward to?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep. Yeah. So no house, as the old school say, no shacking up.
No shacking up.
Yeah.
What do they say? Don't when you get the cow, you're not going to want
Yeah.
the milk or...
No, if you
You
not
want
to buy
the-
the cow if you're getting the milk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we got to add grace,
Yeah.
because there's some folks that
Yeah. Yeah.
are in great relationships and maybe they don't know. They don't know any better. But when you do know better, make sure you incorporate God into the relationship.
You know it. You got to do it.
Just do it. Because it's with God is all or nothing. Like, he's not going to fail you.
Facts.
Yeah, he's not going to fail you. 100%. So,
you guys, thank you guys so much.
Thank you for having us. This was so much fun.
We got to do this again.
Yeah, absolutely.
Is there anything you want to, like any social media handles or businesses, any businesses that you guys are doing?
Well, I mean, we do have a platform. It's called Triumphant Unions.
Yeah.
And it's just like a marriage support group for everyday people. And what we do is we try to have events, create spaces for people to just come together with other married couples. Just really informal. We had an event last year. We're trying to have them a little bit more frequently, but you see our life schedules, and so trying to find ways. But what I found was, and what I would say what we found was, after you get married, sometimes some of the friends you had prior to being married, they don't stick around, or maybe they're not in the same space of what you are experiencing, and so you want to hang out with people that are like-minded. And so we have this thing, Triumphant Unions, that we created, and it started in Virginia, and then we had something in New Jersey, and so stay tuned. 2024, we're definitely going to have a couple of events.
Is there a website or?
No website, but the social media handle is just Triumphant Unions.
Triumphant Unions.
At
Guys,
Triumphant
guys
Unions.
follow.
Mm-hmm.
We also have Triumphant 360. That is our 360 photo booth.
Yes.
We're just up and coming, but we're getting it off the ground.
Mm-hmm.
We do all type of events.
As an entrepreneurial couple.
We're trying to get there. We're trying to do the thing.
All right.
Trying to do the thing.
Thank you guys so much for being here.
Thank you for having us.
And, guys, thank you guys so much for watching today's podcast with Isaiah, with the McGills. They're the McGills.
Yes.
And make sure you guys connect with them on Triumphant Unions on Instagram.
Yes.
And hit them up and get some marriage advice also, since you guys are doing that too. 'Cause that's, I think couples need that.
Yeah.
We all need that. All
Stay
right.
tuned for an event that's going to happen soon.
Yeah.
Sooner than
The
later.
spring.
Yeah, so make sure you guys follow so that
Yeah.
in the spring you guys can attend it, because I plan on being there.
Yes.
All right, guys, so thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, hit the bell notifications to let you know when I upload new videos, when I go live. And this is Harrison Family Values, the podcast. We out. Peace.
Peace.